Hey, this is Scotty in from Anthrax, and I want you to put your horns up.
One thing that I really want to talk about is the Yankees. Derek Jeter just retired. You're a huge Yankees fan. There's a story in the book. We're not going to tell them about it because they got to read the book, but you know, it pretty much led into some it's an amazing story about the Yankees. Why don't we talk about the legacy of Jeter, and do you think it was deserved that he was honored all year long, or was it overdone? What is your opinion on that?
I don't have any opinion, truthfully. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his. I think it's cool that he retired when he retired. He certainly could have hung around for a few more years, and probably still put up okay numbers. But you know, I totally respect the fact that he decided to leave now. He could have hung around and maybe grabbed a couple more records or something like that. But you know, he went out like he played with class. You know, he's one of these guys. You know, there was never any of the drug talk about him, or you know, it's a rare thing these days. There's never, the guy obviously made a lot of money playing in New York all these years, but it never really seemed like he was one of those guys like A-Rod who's only doing it for the money. Jeter, you know, for me, he's the last of the real Yankees for me, truthfully. It's going to be a long time, I think, before that team is competitive, or I will actually really care about them again for a long time. I didn't watch a game this year. I watched the highlights of him retiring online, but they kind of lost me, even in 2009. And you know, a lot of Yankee fans disagree with me, but when they won in 2009, and then you find out that A-Rod was on drugs, my attitude is give your rings back. Like, I wish one of them would have stood up and said, you know what, fuck this. It wasn't one fair and square. A-Rod really, in a lot of ways, like, ruined baseball for me. Not just him, any of these guys that have been brought up on, you know, the drug charges, but the game really needs to fucking clean itself up, and then maybe I'll start watching again. You know, maybe I'll watch minor league baseball or something, but. Yeah, Yankees are now where they were between 82 and 95, the Mattingly years. I have the feeling it's going to be a long, dry spell before they become a competitive team again, and maybe they'll learn how to start, you know, developing players again and stop trying to buy a ring. And you know, and this comes from a lifelong Yankee fan, but I'm just being honest about it.
Hey, now you recently released your live DVD in Chile, and I want to ask you, why Chile? Because I know you play all over the world. Why made you guys decide to do it like in Santiago?
I mean, there's a lot of places that we always know it's going to be amazing, but it's just, there's something about Santiago. The last two times we had played before the show that we filmed, it was like amazing, and then it was even more amazing. So we said, you know, when we decide to document the Worship Music Tour, we should do it here. Let's do it in Santiago, because it just takes a big question out of, well, hopefully the crowd's going to be great. Well, we know it's going to be great. It's like, just look at the last two times we played there. And then, of course, I started thinking, what if it's not as good as last time, you know? But it ended up being amazing. And so then you don't have to worry about that. All we had to worry about was getting on stage and doing our thing, which that's not a problem for us. So, you know, we just felt like this crowd down here is just so amazing, and we just want everyone to see it. I mean, we're not the only ones. Maiden has done DVDs down there too, and you know, AC/DC did it in Argentina, and you know, South America in general is just, I think it's the best metal audience in the world, and has been for a while. And if you are a metal fan, if you ever have a chance to go down there and see your favorite band, go to, you know, Chile, go to Argentina, go to Brazil, and check it out. It's a mind-blowing experience.
Do you guys have any video capture from Yankee Stadium from the Big Four that maybe one day will see the light of day?
We have it all, but we can't use it because it's Yankee Stadium and they won't let us. I think the cost to use even like the tiniest little bit of it's insane, like how much it was going to be. So yeah, we would have loved to have filmed, like pro shot it and put it out, but it would have cost us more than we ever would have seen. But I have footage myself that proves to me that we actually did it. It wasn't a dream.
And what were some of the rules that the Yankees gave you guys before the Big Four show?
There was no rules.
As far as like the because I know Frankie wanted to go into the field, but they didn't allow you guys to go, like, to touch the field. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask any. I don't know. I was just happy to be there.
Okay, because he wanted to run the bases, because Frankie's always wanted to do the craziest shit.
Ah, okay.
Hey, any plans of maybe turning one day this into a movie? Because I mean, the stories here are great. You obviously have experience doing film, TV, and everything.
That's not up to me.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, if someone wants to, I'd certainly take a meeting, but I'm something I'm not thinking about. No.
Tell them one thing that they don't know about you that is not in the book.
I have no idea.
Everything's in the book, pretty much.
No, everything's not in the book, but offhand, I can't think of anything.
All right, dude. I want to thank you very much, man. Guys, this book, I mean, and it's not just because he's the man. He is the man. It's a very bold title, but you know what? You definitely come across as the man. 30 years doing this, representing music. As you said, doesn't matter. You're from New York, now you're in LA, but you know what? You just represent heavy metal culture.
Think about the title, though, it's a joke, because we have a song called I'm the Man, which is a joke. So it's actually a joke. It's not serious, I'm the Man. That's why it's called the story of that guy from Anthrax. I'm hoping people don't think I seriously think I'm the man.
Thank you, brother. Cool.